I've waited almost 6 months, but I have a bunch of cards back from PSA. Finally, I dropped off this submission back in August. I think it was August 8th. Finally got it back yesterday. I can't wait to go through these cards with you. Obviously, this is not my typical content. If you've watched my other PSA card reveals, thank you. I know not many of you guys are totally interested in just the card reveals and the openings, but I appreciate you guys watching this content. We are going to be doing a giveaway as well and announcing the giveaway winner for this mini tin, so stay tuned for that throughout this video. I know there's a ton of drama with PSA right now. I'm slowing down my submissions with PSA. I also just don't really have all that many cards that are grading worthy at the moment, but let me know in the comments if you want to hear my thoughts on all this PSA drama. The Beckett buyout, why tag might be the best option right now. I'd be happy to make a video going over my thoughts. And yeah, to get into it, we've got about 15 cards here back from PSA. Most of these are celebrations cards. When I placed this submission, a lot has changed. A lot of stuff was kind of low. I did the submission. A lot of it went up, like some of the PSA 10s like 2x'd in price while they were at PSA. Over the amount of time it's taken to get them back, they've all gone back down. So some of these cards have like gone up $100, dropped 200 or whatever. I also know all the grades, so it's not going to be a huge react, oh my god type video. It's just going to be me talking through these cards. Maybe I'll give some tips on why I submit what I submit as well, and how I kind of figure out what cards are worthy of sending to PSA, and how I build out my submission to keep that 80+% gem rate I have going on. I guess now's a good time. We'll go over the winner of this 151 mini tin. Congratulations to this viewer right here. You've won. Hopefully there's an SIR in here. Who knows? I've had terrible luck with 151, but I've had people open up 151 products they've bought from me and pull SIRs on the spot. So maybe it's just me who's unlucky and everyone I give away is actually loaded. Hopefully you let me know. If you open this up, let me know what you pull. All you got to do to claim this prize, hit me up on Instagram or YouTube, TrevorTCG or trevortcg.yt@gmail.com. Send me a screenshot of you with your account open watching this video to show that you're subscribed and you are who the winner is. And yeah, we'll get this shipped off to you the week after Christmas. I'm delaying shipments for the next week or so here. But yeah, congratulations. Hit me up, claim your prize. To everybody else, there is a giveaway in today's video. We're going to give away one of the cards in this submission here. So stay tuned. When we get to the card, we'll announce the giveaway. And I guess now's a good time to get right into things. We've got a bunch of cards here, a bunch of celebrations cards. I bought out quite a few lots of celebrations earlier in this year, probably like springtime. So I have a ton. I went through most of them. I've even sent more since. Pretty much every celebrations card I have sent has gotten a PSA 10. So I think I know what I'm looking for with that set. I'm going to keep on sending these cards. They've gone down a lot right now, but man, 30th anniversary, they could see that big speculation spike. To start off, we've got one of my favorites. I picked up probably a dozen raw copies of this card over the last year. It was really cheap. Spiked up, it's kind of like deflated back to almost where it was. Beautiful card though, and it got the 10. Awesome card. I love these gold cards, especially when it's a shiny Pokemon. I've said this before. I think some of the Sword and Shield era gold cards with the shiny Pokemon, I think they did that up until Brilliant Stars. I think they're all pretty good pickups. Most of them are only a few dollars. Next up, we've got Mega Rayquaza. My last submission, if you watched, I submitted one of these as well. I really want to keep one of these for myself. So I was pretty stoked when this one got the 10 as well. So I got two 10s in my collection. Hopefully these go back up in value. They were like 400 Canadian at one point. I think they've dropped down into the 200s at the moment, but I'd imagine they'll go up, especially like I've said before, 30th anniversary and more Mega Rayquazas coming out in the future. Pretty well guaranteed. I think this card will spike up. All other Rayquazas and Mega Rayquazas I'm sure will as well. We've got another Mew. This Mew is really cool as well. I think I have another 2 or 3 of these at PSA. I don't know why. Like every collection I bought had a bunch of these. I think I have like 12 more raw copies in the collection. It also got the PSA 10, so we're doing pretty solid. Like I said, there's 15 cards in this submission. Not everyone is 10. I'll spoil it right now. But I've got a pretty good eye for these. Beautiful back of the card. I think if like the centering's off a little bit, it's no big deal. It's a little hard to tell with these celebrations cards because they kind of have like almost like a waxy coating on the back of them. And the front has this texture all across the whole thing. It's almost like a plastic texture. So it's a little hard to tell like scratches and like surface conditioning on these, but I think centering is the biggest component there, and obviously any sort of dots or rough corners, but as you can see, all these corners are beautiful. Next up, we've got the Gold Star Umbreon from Celebrations. Another banger. This is like really nice card, honestly. Super stoked on this one. I had a Charizard, but I sold it way before, you know, the height of the value there. Super cool card, though. Really stoked to have this. I'm not like the biggest Umbreon collector, but, you know, I'm sure a lot of people are. Back again. Very beautiful on this one. Like, no issues. I bought this one in a collection as well. I'm pretty sure, unless I pulled this one. And I was like, why don't you grade this? So I graded. I did notice that wasn't on the card when I sent it in. It's on the card now. They still gave it a PSA 10. So I don't know what the deal was with that. Because I have pictures, I have videos. I'll pop them on screen if I still have them. But I would not have sent that in if that was on the card. I think it's just some sort of like dirt or grease that happened during the grading process, which kind of sucks. This is like the first PSA return I've gotten back as well, where like the slabs weren't like cracked and scratched. So I'm kind of happy with that, but it does suck that that Umbreon got a little bit marked up in the process. I don't know what's up with that. These Pikachu cards are awesome. There's a lot of these. I think the pop report's like 18,000 PSA 10s, but dude, this is like a timeless card. I feel like obviously there's the original print of it, but I really like the like kind of confetti celebration hollow design on this. The Pikachu ear, like this card is just like perfect in my opinion. Again, back centering was pretty solid there. It got the 10. Pretty cool card. I've sent in a bunch of these. You'll see the next one in this sub is the same. It also got the 10. I love this card. I kind of want to get some more of these, especially now that the prices have dropped, and send more in, but by the time they get back from PSA, if you submit them in the next couple weeks, like you're probably not going to get them back until, I don't know, August, September. I don't really see the point in grading with PSA if it's going to take half a year to a year to get your cards back. But we do have another Pikachu. This one is a 9 and is going to be today's giveaway. I think this is the 7th giveaway of the holiday series. Let's take a look. Yeah, giveaway part 7. So this is going to go to one lucky winner, as well as a little Dragon Scale care package. We've got the solid white, the solid black, and the new, I guess they've released newer ones since this, but the Mythic Corruption. Really cool. I love Dragon Scale products. This video is not sponsored by Dragon Scale. I just thought it'd be fun to give some away. I know a lot of people love graded guards, but Dragon Scales, honestly, for the price point, is just as worth it. I kind of like the feel of these a little more. They don't stack as nice as graded guards, I have to say that, but dude, they are great for their price. I use them on all sorts of cards. This is one of their new Radiance, I think. It's got the sparkles there, goes from black to white, looks really nice. There's the solid black on a card for you. If you get those PSA graded card bags, they fit these perfectly as well. Well, they've got all sorts. I feel like it really does a number on making these cards a little bit prettier as well. I'm a big fan of them. All my PC cards are always in these Dragon Scales. Beautiful. The solid colors can look great as well. Personally, I prefer the gradients with the little bit of sparkle in there, but dude, like look at that Espeon. That color match is so good. That color match there and there as well. Like, dude, come on. And like I said, they've got like the solid, they got solids, they got gradients, they got radiance, which is the gradient with the sparkles, and they've got the new Mythic, which is like a 4-color gradient with the sparkles. All sorts of cool designs. Check out Dragon Scales. But yeah, hopefully this goes away to somebody who loves Pikachu and is excited for some graded card bumpers. I should say, it's like you know by now, but I should say, if you want to enter this giveaway, all you got to do is be subscribed to the channel, like this video, and let me know your favorite card from this submission. Whatever it may be. There's some bangers. It's not all celebrations, I'll promise you. There's some cool cards at the end, some cards you don't see every day, and some cards with a bit of a lower gem rate. So yeah, enter the giveaway. I'll pick the winner in the next video, which will most likely be coming out Sunday. That is the 28th. We'll have 2 more videos for the holiday giveaways. We got one on the 28th, like I just said, and we're going to do one on New Year's Eve. So stay tuned for those. Check back to see who won this giveaway, and we'll get back to this submission. We've got Magikarp. This is one of my favorite cards from Celebrations. I love this card. A PSA 10 came to my table, or a PSA 9, I should say, came to my table. Recently, I was worried it wouldn't sell, but it went at the next show, no problem. Love this card. I still have my unlimited, vintage WotC card of this as well from my childhood collection. And it got a 10. You know what? I love this card so much as well. I sent it in 2 times and got the 10. Something I gotta say is, like, when you're looking at cards to send to PSA, I always kind of I check all my corners, I check my centering. I don't use any grading tools. I don't know. I used to be a graphic designer. I was a packaging designer. I've worked in print for 6 or 7 years. I'm pretty good at telling centering, especially when you're looking at small percentages. But basically, you just want to make sure everything is really close. If you're wondering if you're oh, it might not be close enough, then it's probably not close enough. Make sure all that stuff is close. Make sure your corners don't have any type of, white. They're misshapen at all. Some of them you'll see, maybe I'll go over this PSA 9. This one's really clean. Honestly, I don't know why this got a PSA 9. It must be centering, but top bottom's not that bad on this. It is definitely off. But it's just the back. I guess the front as well, it's a little off. Especially when you compare it to a 10 here. Is there much of a difference? The top. It's the top on this, I think. Yeah, top bottom centering. Other than that, I didn't see anything wrong with this card. So that's something you want to pay attention to. Your centering. Your edge wear, if there's any type of wear across the edge. But sometimes, sometimes that doesn't matter. You'll see later on in this sub, it might not matter. I think the corners and the centering are the most important. But yeah, another beautiful, clean card. What do we got next? I think that's it for Celebrations. Yeah, we got a Belly Bolt. So this one, the centering is pretty good here as well. I don't really think much is wrong. This one did get a 9, unfortunately. Again, centering is really good. You can see this top corner has that little bit of whitening. So does this top corner. I didn't think that would be enough to really matter. So there might be something I'm missing with this. Because I think that centering is really good. The surface was good. I did buy this from somebody, and they were contemplating sending it in. Maybe that bottom corner looks a little... it looks fine to me. I don't know. It's pretty clean, unfortunately. The raw copy is worth about $15 more than the PSA 9, so this guy's going to get cracked open. I might make a short on that. I've never cracked a slab before, so we'll test it out with Iono's Belly Bolts. You've got the Seismitoad. I pulled this on stream, I think release week for Black Bolt White Flare. Really cool card. I was going to sell it, but I figured, you know what? My costing on this card is basically nothing. I might as well grade it. If it gets a 10, that's a huge come up. If it gets to the 9, then whatever. I'm down the depreciation of the card. It's gone down 100 Canadian. So I'll lose $100 of potential money, not money I had. It did get the 9. This one I'm not going to crack out. It's worth the same raw or the 9. I know this corner was a little iffy. This corner's a little iffy. Looks like there's a little something there. Bottom corners look pretty good. But yeah, that corner, you can see it's a little bit lifted up. It's got that white dot. That corner's the most rough. The centering, I think, is pretty solid. I think this card just came down to the corners for the most part. That's something too with this. I was pretty confident this would be a 9, but I've sent some some pretty janky cards that have gotten 10s. This Umbreon, for example. I always like to talk about this. I expected this to get a 9. Like that corner is worse than all the 9s I've showed you in this video. That corner's pretty bad too. That one's not terrible. That one, they all have whitening, but that corner alone, I was like, I expected an 8, maybe a 9, and it got a 10. So it's really like, I think this is why PSA has so many flaws. It's why I want to try tag, because legit, like, I have cards, I'm stoked they're 10s, but does the 10 really mean anything on a card like that? Not really. And my strategy has been, I always send a card that I'm confident will get a 9 with all my other minty cards and hope that they are looking through the whole sub and they base their 9 standards on a strong 9 that I send in. This might just be like a whole made up thing in my head, but every sub I've gotten a 9, at least one 9 in every sub. But usually I get like 80 to 95% gem rate on subs. They're always like small like this, 10 to 20 cards, but I always throw in a 9 contender. Something that I'm confident will be a 9, but is strong. If it comes back a 10, that's great, but I think that bumps up the rest of the sub, even if the cards aren't perfect. I think it kind of helps. That could just be me making stuff up, but of course send in the mintiest cards, but throw in one that you think is like a strong 9 and just see what happens. Because I've seen a lot of people send in like a whole sub of bangers and they all come back like 8s and 9s. But if your bottom line isn't established, I don't know. Might be something to try out if you haven't done a submission before. The Suicune beauty card got the 10. All these have gone down. But it is what it is. We've got a couple more here. I bought this from a friend. I traded like a bunch of V's and V Maxes and like full arts for this card back during the tag team boom. He had a bunch of them that I knew were like pack fresh right in his binder. And yeah, this one got the 10. Super cool. I don't know. I don't really love the GXs, but it's really easy to find out if the centering is good enough on these. I'm very picky with GX cards and how I send them in. But like this card is clean. I was really picky. Like I said, I had probably like another 10 tag teams from him. And like a couple Raichus, a couple like Charizard Reshirams. And they were all good, but I was kind of thinking 9s on those. So I sent in the best of the best and we got the 10. So definitely worth it. I think this is another tag team. This is a big banger. This is from the same lot of tins. I picked up a lot of these. They used to have a promo at Walmart during one Black Friday. I think it was 2020. They had these tins on for like 15 Canadian. I bought probably 10 of them. My sister still had the promo, so I traded a bunch of Prismatic for this guy. And it got the 10. I've graded 3 of these. All of them have came back 10s. Beautiful card. I'm kind of surprised they come back 10s, considering, like, you know how those cards used to be if you haven't been collecting that long. They used to be like the corners sandwiched in like a sheet of cardboard. So those corners would be tucked into cardboard. Crazy holder idea, but I don't know. I'm 3 for 3 on these guys. Huge card. I think this is going for over $1,000 still. I'd imagine eventually it'll spike up. I plan on holding this one at least, and I hope it goes up another, I don't know, another few $100 at least before I get rid of it, because I did sell one of them for $125. Like, it was like between 100 and 140 bucks like 3 or 4 years ago, before the whole PSA 10 hype, when alt arts in 10s were like 200 bucks. Now the last card is special. My buddy Blair saw this in my binder and recommended me grading it. I didn't think it would grade good. I'll show off the card here. It is a Mega Gardevoir. I was like, dude, it's like a 9 at best, but when he told me to grade it, the 9 was actually like kind of decently priced. I think I picked this card up raw for $30. I think it was like LP as well. I think it was marked LP when I picked it up. So $30 to grade it. Beautiful card. There's not too many PSA 10s. You'll see that top edge. That's what was holding me off of grading it. That top edge is not perfect. Maybe the grader was going fast and just didn't see. But dude, it got a 10. I don't typically collect or buy older stuff. I love the original XY era full art megas. These are some of my favorite cards of like all time. Really stoked on this. I mean, the centering is good. Like, he was looking at it. He has a ton of these cards. So he would know better than me if it's clean. And I mean, it is clean. It's a really clean card. But dude, super stoked to have this in my collection. Really cool card. I don't know if this is one I'll sell. Like, the 10 is only worth like 600 bucks. It's gone down a lot. It was over 1,000 during the mega hype. But dude, I love these cards. Super stoked on this. I'm probably going to be holding it for a while at least and enjoy it in my collection. But yeah, we had really solid percent there. 12 PSA 10s, 3 PSA 9s. Kind of hurts on this one because I'm down like 30 bucks on it now. I think I paid 60 and paid 30. Like 60 to buy it, 30 to ship it, or to grade it, whatever. Seismitoad, whatever, is what it is. But getting this in a 10 is a massive come up, especially when you expect an 8 or a 9. Getting this in a 10 as well, massive come up. And same with this. Like, cost in on those cards are not very high. So super stoked on that submission. And we'll see. We'll crack one of these open and see how easy it is to crack a PSA slab in the future. Like I said, I've never done it before, so it'll be a fun little exercise. I do want to show off this Mew going into a dragon scale bumper. We've got a cyan one here. Typically that dragon scale always goes on like the top left. And I put them in face down. So just kind of work it around. It's pretty tough. Like, the first time I put one of these in, I was like, damn, am I going to like just crack this slab in half? But they pop on pretty good. You just kind of got to work it around the edges there. And dude, that looks beautiful. So hopefully these are going to somebody with more slabs in their collection. You can pop these on the card. And hopefully the winner enjoys this beautiful birthday Pikachu. Super stoked I can keep doing these giveaways. Appreciate you guys all for supporting me throughout this month and the last year or two, depending on how long you've been watching. Lots of changes coming to the channel in the new year. I'll announce it now. I need to make a whole video talking about that, but we're planning to rebrand the channel entirely. I've got my sister on board to help me out with some sort of content ideas, a lot of the branding and stuff like that. We also have this brand new product. We'll be at card shows, Hyper Rare TCG. This is my little company here. I'm also going to be changing the channel to Hyper Rare. It's probably going to be Trevor at Hyper Rare TCG for a little while here. This is our new mystery product. If you want to pick these up, we'll have them available at Collector's Clash in Vaughan or Concord. I think it's Concord. On January 4th. We'll also have them at the Durham Card Show and the Peterborough Card Show throughout January. Really cool product. You get 5 random packs in there with some chase pack potential. Super cool. I think there's about 40 or 45 of these left. We did sell some already, so make sure to grab one if you want one before it's too late. I put a lot of work into this. So did my sister, creating these logos for us. And then it's all, I printed this all. I packed them all. I shrink wrapped them all by hand, glued, taped, all that jazz. This is created 100% in-house by me. Super proud of this product. Hopefully you guys like it. And if you do, I'll be sure to make more of them in the future. But yeah, just keep an eye out for the new branding coming here on the channel. Like I said, we'll make a whole little reveal video going through it. And yeah, that's it. I'll stop rambling. This has been a super long video. Not my typical video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck winning this Pikachu, and congratulations to the winner of this awesome 151 mini tin. Hopefully there's a banger in there for you. Yeah. That's it. Finally, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.